Good morning, students. Today we'll begin with the respiratory system. This is the part 1 of the respiratory system. As you all know that respiratory system is a big chapter. So in this we'll study the following topics. In this we'll study the pediatric portion of the lung disease. It has following 3 topics in the present slide. These are the congenital cyst, bronchopulmonary sequestration, neonatal respiratory distress syndrome. Now come to the topic pediatric lung disease. A number of congenital anomalies, example agenesis, hypoplasia, vascular anomalies, tracheal and bronchial anomalies, congenital cyst and bronchopulmonary sequestration, a few important conditions are described below. But we'll study only the important topics. So the next slide is congenital cyst. We'll continue with the congenital cyst. So now what is a congenital cyst? It is a benign lung lesion that appears before birth as a cyst or a mass in the chest. It is made up of abnormal lung tissue that does not function properly but continues to grow. A single large cyst of this type occupies almost a lobe. It is called a pneumatocoel. Sometimes multiple small cysts are more common and give sponge-like appearance to the lungs. This may contain air or may get infected and become an abscess. Now the second topic is the bronchopulmonary sequestration. What is a bronchopulmonary sequestration? It is a rare congenital malformation of the lower respiratory tract. It consists of a non-functioning mass of normal lung tissue that lacks normal communication with the tracheobronchial tree and that receives its arterial blood supply from the systemic circulation. Now, neonatal respiratory distress syndrome. What is a neonatal respiratory distress syndrome? It is a respiratory disease of the newborn, especially the premature infant, in which the membrane composed of protein and dead cell lines the alveoli, the tiny air sacs in the lung, making gas exchange difficult or impossible. This figure clearly depicts what is neonatal respiratory distress syndrome. Now come to the etiology. The neonatal respiratory distress syndrome is primarily initiated by hypoxia. It will shortly start before birth or immediately afterwards. The following clinical conditions commonly associated with the neonatal respiratory distress syndrome are the preterm infants, infants born to diabetic mothers, delivery by C-section, infants born to mothers with previous premature infants, excessive sedation of the mother, birth asphyxia from various causes such as coils of umbilical cord around the neck. Male, it is more common in male babies compared to female babies. Now the pathophysiology. This diagram clearly explains the pathophysiology. Now we'll come to the detailed pathogenesis. So the pathogenesis, entry of air into the alveoli is essential for the formation of HMD, that is dead-born infants do not develop HMD. The basic defect is newborn baby. In the newborn baby there is a deficiency of pulmonary surfactant which is synthesized by type 2 alveolar cells. The production of surfactant is normally increased shortly before birth, but in premature babies and in neonatal hypoxia, its synthesis is decreased. The main function of surfactant is lowering of surface tension, and when there is deficiency of this surfactant, it causes increase of alveolar surface tension, causing atelectasis, resulting in hyperventilation, pulmonary hypertension, and finally ischemia, and causing damage to capillary endothelium and necrosis of the alveolar cell, which leads to exudation of plasma proteins including fibrinogen into the alveoli and eventually formation of hyaline membrane containing large fibrin. So the next portion of the respiratory system will be continued in the next PPT in the next lecture.